My child, today I want to share with you about a topic of great importance: forgiveness. Forgiveness is a fundamental principle in my plan for you, not just as a moral action, but as a source of healing and liberation for your soul. When you practice forgiveness, you are reflecting my love and mercy, and experiencing a profound transformation in your heart and in your relationships. I understand that forgiving can be one of the most difficult tasks you face. There are times when you may feel deeply hurt by the words or actions of others, or perhaps even by yourself. The hurt and pain may seem insurmountable, and the temptation to close off and protect yourself can be strong. However, I want to remind you that forgiveness is not just for the benefit of the other person, but primarily for your own spiritual and emotional well-being. Forgiveness begins with recognizing my abundant grace in your own life. Just as I have forgiven you, my child, you too must forgive those who have hurt you. Remember my words in Ephesians: be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you. Forgiving doesn't mean ignoring the pain you've experienced. It means choosing to release the bitterness and resentment that can imprison your heart. It is an act of liberation both for you and for the person who hurt you. By forgiving, you are choosing not to carry the weight of the past anymore, and making space for healing and restoration in your life. I understand that forgiveness can seem impossible in certain situations. Sometimes the wound is so deep and healing feels so far away. But know that I am with you through every step of the forgiveness process. I not only encourage you, but also give you the strength and grace you need to truly forgive. Furthermore, forgiveness is an active choice you make to release the destructive power of hurt and resentment. When you choose to forgive, you are opening yourself up to receive my peace that surpasses all understanding. It's a decision to allow my grace to transform pain into spiritual and personal growth. Forgiving doesn't necessarily mean immediately reconciling with the person who hurt you. Sometimes forgiveness is an internal process that takes time and involves healing your own emotional wounds before considering external reconciliation. It's important to give yourself permission to go through this forgiveness process with patience and self-compassion. When you choose to forgive, you are following the example of love and forgiveness that I demonstrated through my Son Jesus Christ. He came into the world to offer forgiveness to all who believe in Him, regardless of their past mistakes. His sacrifice on the cross was the greatest expression of love and forgiveness humanity has ever seen. My child, I invite you to make forgiveness an integral part of your spiritual journey. Start by praying and seeking my guidance to forgive those who have hurt you. Let my peace fill your heart as you choose to release the past and embrace the present with a spirit of forgiveness. May forgiveness be a beacon of hope in your life, a source of healing and liberation for your soul. May you experience my abundant grace as you choose to forgive as you have been forgiven by me. And may, through the transformative power of forgiveness, you witness my redeeming work in your life and in your relationships. My child, I want to speak with you about a topic that is essential for your spiritual life: courage. Courage is not just about facing difficult situations or external challenges, but it's a profound quality that comes from the heart and soul. It's the willingness to trust in me completely, even when you find yourself in the unknown or facing seemingly insurmountable adversity. I understand that there are many things in life that can bring fear and anxiety. You may be facing significant changes, uncertainties about the future, or personal challenges that seem too big to handle. However, I want to encourage you to remember that I am your refuge and strength, your ever-present help in trouble. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite fear. When you trust in me and cling to my promise to be with you at all times, it gives you the inner strength to face any situation. Remember the words I spoke to Joshua, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Look to the heroes of faith in my word, my child. Think of David facing Goliath with just a sling and a stone, or Daniel standing firm in the lion's den because of his faith in me. Each of them demonstrated courage because they trusted in me completely, regardless of the circumstances around them. Moreover, courage is a reflection of your faith in me. When you trust in my power and sovereignty over all things, it strengthens your spirit and empowers you to overcome any obstacle that may come your way. It's a daily choice to place your trust in me, knowing that I will never leave you nor forsake you. However, I understand that courage can falter at times. In moments of weakness, it's natural to feel overwhelmed by fear and uncertainty. But know that even in those times, I am by your side, holding your hand and sustaining you with my love and grace. There is nothing you face that is beyond my control and my power to help. My child, I invite you to cultivate courage in your daily life. Begin by strengthening your faith through prayer and reading my word. Meditate on the examples of courage in the Bible and allow these stories to inspire and strengthen your own journey of faith. My child, I want to talk to you about the power of hope. Hope is more than a mere wish or optimism. It is a firm and confident assurance that I am in control and have a good and perfect plan for your life. Even when you face challenges, difficulties, or uncertainties, hope is the anchor of your soul that keeps your faith steady and your mind calm. Hope is a gift that I offer you amidst life's trials. It is a constant reminder that no matter how bleak the situation may seem, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Remember my words in Jeremiah, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." I understand that there are moments when hope seems hard to hold on to. It can be tempting to give in to despair in the face of life's difficulties, disappointments, or losses. However, I encourage you to hold on to the hope that I give you. It is not based on external circumstances, but on my faithfulness and constant love for you. Look at my creation around you, my child. See how nature follows its cycle, trusting in my constant provision. Seasons change, flowers bloom, and the sun rises every morning. Just as nature demonstrates its hope in me, I invite you to place your hope in my constant care for you. Hope is a choice you make daily. It is the decision to trust in me, regardless of the circumstances you may face. When you choose to wait on me, you demonstrate your faith and confidence that I am working all things for your good and to fulfill my purposes in your life. Furthermore, hope is a powerful antidote against discouragement and despair. When you maintain your hope in me, you experience a peace that surpasses all understanding. It is this hope that gives you strength to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead seems challenging. However, I understand that maintaining hope can be challenging in times of suffering and trial. When you face storms in life, it may be tempting to doubt my love and care for you. But know that I am by your side every step of the way, holding your hand and sustaining you with my unwavering love. My child, I invite you to cultivate hope in your daily life. Begin by dedicating time to prayer and meditation on my word. Let my presence fill your heart with peace and hope as you face each new day. May hope be a bright light in your life, illuminating the path ahead of you. May you trust in me completely, knowing that I am your rock and your fortress. And through the hope that comes from me, may you find comfort, strength, and joy in your spiritual and emotional journey. My child, I want to speak to you about the power of patience. Patience is a virtue that requires trust and perseverance in me, even when you face difficult circumstances or await answers to your prayers. It is more than simply waiting passively. It is an active act of faith that demonstrates your trust in my perfect timing and sovereign plan for your life. I understand that we live in a world where everything seems to happen quickly, and the idea of waiting can be challenging. There may be situations in your life where you feel impatient, whether waiting for an answer, a change in circumstances, or a solution to a difficult problem. However, I want to remind you that I see the big picture and have the best plan for you. Patience is not just about waiting for the right time, but also about growing and maturing during the process. It is during times of waiting that you develop your faith and trust in me. Remember the words in Isaiah, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Look at the examples of patience in my word, my child. Think of the life of Joseph, who waited years to see the dreams I had given him fulfilled. He faced many difficulties and trials along the way, but remained faithful to me and eventually saw my sovereign plan fulfilled in his life. Like Joseph, I am working in your life, even when you do not see immediate results. Furthermore, patience is a demonstration of your love for me. When you choose to trust in my timing and not despair, you show that you believe in my wisdom and my love for you. It is an opportunity to grow in humility and submission to my sovereign will. However, I understand that waiting can be difficult, especially when you face times of adversity or uncertainty. It may seem like my answers are taking longer than you would like. But know that I am never late. I am always working behind the scenes, aligning all things for your good and for my glory. My child, I invite you to cultivate patience in your daily life. Begin by dedicating time to prayer and communion with me. Allow my peace to fill your heart as you wait with hope and confidence in my faithfulness. May patience be a distinctive mark of who you are, a source of peace and tranquility amid life's waits. May you trust in my perfect plan for you, knowing that I am your guide and protector. And through the patience that comes from me, may you experience spiritual growth and inner peace on your journey. My child, gratitude is not merely a fleeting emotion of thankfulness. It is a state of mind and a heart attitude that acknowledges my blessings and constant care in your life. When you practice gratitude, you cultivate a positive perspective and strengthen your relationship with me. I understand that amidst daily challenges and life's worries, it can be easy to focus only on problems and difficulties. However, I encourage you to look beyond immediate circumstances and recognize the many reasons you have to be grateful. Remember my words, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you." Gratitude is a daily choice you make. It is about recognizing the small and big blessings I pour out upon you every day, the health you enjoy, the relationships that bring you joy, the opportunities to grow and serve others. Every breath you take is a gift from me, and every new dawn is an opportunity to experience my renewed grace. Look to the scriptures, my child, and see how many of my servants practice gratitude even in difficult circumstances. Paul, even while facing imprisonment and persecution, often expressed gratitude to me in his letters. He understood that gratitude is not based on external circumstances, but on my constant goodness. Furthermore, gratitude transforms your perspective and strengthens your faith. When you choose to focus your mind and heart on my blessings rather than on difficulties, you experience a peace that surpasses understanding. It is this peace that sustains you in times of struggle and reminds you of my constant love for you. However, I understand that maintaining an attitude of gratitude in times of trial and suffering can be challenging. When you face challenges, it may seem easier to focus on what is lacking rather than what you already have. But remember that even in the toughest times, there are reasons to be thankful. I am working all things together for your good and my glory. My child, I invite you to cultivate gratitude in your daily life. Begin by taking time to reflect on my blessings in your life and thanking me in prayer. Allow gratitude to transform your perspective and fill your heart with joy and peace. May gratitude be a fundamental part of who you are, a source of joy and contentment in all circumstances. May you recognize my constant goodness and unconditional love for you every day. And may through gratitude from a sincere heart, you experience a deeper connection with me and those around you. My child, faith is a choice you make every day, regardless of the circumstances around you. It's the decision to trust in my wisdom and my plan for your life, knowing that I always work for your good and my glory. Look to the examples of faith in my word, my child. Abraham, the father of faith, trusted in me even when fulfilling my promises seemed humanly impossible. Moses trusted me to guide the people of Israel through the desert, despite seemingly insurmountable obstacles. These examples show that faith is not just a fleeting emotion but a deep and enduring commitment to trust in me. Furthermore, faith is a demonstration of your love for me. When you choose to believe in my promises and obey my word, you are showing your devotion and dependence on me. It is through faith that you experience my transformative presence and unconditional love. However, I understand that maintaining faith in times of trial can be challenging. When you face struggles that seem greater than you, it may be tempting to doubt my goodness and my plan for your life. But remember, I am always by your side, holding your hand and guiding your steps. My child, I invite you to cultivate faith in your daily life. Begin by dedicating time to prayer and meditation on my word. Let my truth fill your heart with courage and hope as you trust in me in all areas of your life. May faith be a distinctive mark of who you are, a source of strength and peace amid life's storms. May you trust in my transformative power and eternal love for you every day. And through faith that comes from a sincere heart, may you experience an abundant life full of purpose and communion with me. My child, I want to speak to you about the power of communion. Communion is not just being in my presence, it is deepening your relationship with me through prayer, worship, and constant communication. It is through communion that you experience my peace, comfort, and guidance in your daily life. Communion is more than just a religious practice, it is a moment of intimacy and personal connection with me. When you dedicate yourself to seeking my presence in prayer and meditation on my word, you strengthen your spirit and renew your faith. As it is written in John, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me you can do nothing. I understand it can be challenging to find time for communion amidst the demands of daily life. However, I encourage you to prioritize our daily communion. Set aside special time to be with me, whether early in the morning before starting your day or at night before resting. It is in these moments of communion that you find spiritual strength and inner peace. During our communion, I hear your concerns, your joys, and your deepest needs. There is nothing you cannot share with me, for I know your heart and am always ready to listen and answer your prayers. Allow our communion to be a place of refuge and restoration for your soul. Furthermore, communion strengthens your relationship with me and with those around you. When you are filled with my presence and my love, it overflows to those you interact with daily. Your communion with me shapes your perspective and actions, making you a channel of blessings and love to others around you. My child, I understand that there may be times when you feel distant from me or unable to connect in communion. Do not be discouraged, my child. I am always here, waiting for you with open arms. Just take a step towards me, and I will come to meet you with grace and mercy. My child, I invite you to cultivate a deep communion with me in your daily life. Dedicate yourself to constant prayer, reading my word, and sincere worship. Let our communion be a source of spiritual renewal and emotional strength for you. May our communion be a place of healing and restoration for your weary soul. May you experience the fullness of my presence and love, knowing that I am always by your side in every moment. And through our constant communion, may you grow in faith, hope, and love on your spiritual journey. My child, I want to talk to you about the importance of trusting me amid life's uncertainties. Trust is fundamental in our relationship, as it demonstrates your faith in my sovereignty and loving care for you. Even when the future seems uncertain and circumstances are challenging, you can rest assured that I am in control of all things. Trust is not just a matter of passively waiting, it is an active choice to surrender your fears and concerns to me. As written in Proverbs, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. I understand that there are moments in your life when it is difficult to trust, especially when you face significant challenges. It might be a financial crisis, a serious illness, conflicts in relationships, or tough decisions to make. However, I encourage you to trust in my perfect plan for you, knowing that I am faithful to fulfill my promises. Look to the examples of trust in my word, my child. Abraham trusted me when he left his homeland and followed my promise of land and descendants. Daniel trusted me in the lion's den, and I delivered him. These examples show that trust in me brings peace and security, regardless of external circumstances. Moreover, trusting me strengthens your relationship with me. When you choose to trust in my character and my love for you, your faith grows stronger, and your communion with me deepens. It is during moments of trust that you experience my powerful presence and deep comfort in your heart. However, I understand that trusting can be difficult in times of trial. When you face periods of waiting or when my answers are not immediately visible, it may be tempting to doubt or worry. But remember that I am always working behind the scenes, aligning all things for your good and my glory. My child, I invite you to cultivate unwavering trust in me in your daily life. Dedicate time to prayer and meditation on my word, which are sources of spiritual strength and encouragement. Let your trust in me be a testimony to my transformative power and abundant grace in your life. May your trust be a distinctive mark of who you are, a source of peace and security amid life's storms. May you rest assured that I am your protector and provider, and that I always guide your steps with love and wisdom. And through the trust that comes from a heart surrendered to me, may you experience my constant presence and unconditional love in all areas of your life. With eternal love, God. If you believe in this message, comment "I believe" and subscribe to the channel God's Reflection.